Over the last 5 years, I've been trying to come up with the best credit card combinations to give you the most amount of rewards for the least amount of hassle. I've been able to do about 10 trips just in the last year to various locations across the United States, completely for free, while bringing someone with me who also traveled completely free. I've tested out tons of credit card combinations, so today I'm sharing with you my results. These are my absolute favorite cards, and I'm pretty sure that 2 of them haven't even been mentioned on YouTube. So today I'm giving you my 3-card credit card stack that I use every single day, breaking down the benefits and how to use them to travel for free. And by the end of the video, I'll share why I think you only need 2 of these cards to get very similar results without having to spend a ton of money on the cards. Now, for a little bit of context, my primary goal was just to be able to travel as much as I could for as cheaply as possible. 5 years ago, when I started researching the best travel credit cards, I thought that I needed the Amex Platinum, the Capital One Venture, or the Chase Sapphire Reserve, and I was completely wrong. See, about 2 years ago, when I was researching the best ways to leverage credit card points, I came across the Southwest credit cards. Now, I know this is not the most glamorous airline, but it is what allowed me to fly completely free over the last year, and bring one lucky person with me also for free. So when I realized how powerful these credit cards were, I had to get one. See, Southwest has a program called the Companion Pass. What this means is when you book a flight somewhere, you can just add your companion to your flight free of charge. Now, you will have to pay the government fees and taxes of like $11, but it's basically free. The reason that this was so powerful for me was that I can still book flights with points and then add my companion for free. This means I can book a flight anywhere in the US using points and no cash, and I can get a companion pass completely for free, minus the government fees. Now, with this companion pass alone, I was able to travel to Seattle, Chicago, Austin, Texas, Seattle again, Boston, New York, and even Hawaii. All completely free and with a companion. Also Las Vegas and Miami that I almost forgot. Now, unfortunately, most of the time you don't get the pass right when you get the credit card, so here's a few ways that you can earn it. First is sometimes if you're really lucky, you can snag a deal like this, where you get a sign-up offer where if you apply and get accepted for the card, you get the companion pass straight away. This is probably the best value for the pass. The less optimal option is you have to earn 135,000 points within a year. Now, you can either spend $135,000 on the credit card, which is pretty hard to do, or the second easiest way to earn these points would be to just open up 2 of the Southwest credit cards. For example, if you opened up the Business Performance card and one of their regular cards, you'll likely earn enough points to earn the companion pass. The downside is you'll have to pay 2 annual fees to open up both of the cards. Now, once you earn the pass, it'll stay valid for the rest of the year that you're currently in, as well as the entire following year. Now, what I did was just apply for the Performance Business card, which gives me an 80,000 point head start on earning the companion pass, and other upgrades like upgraded boarding, free in-flight Wi-Fi, 9,000 points each year, and even free TSA pre-check. You could likely pick up a business credit card as well, as long as you have a side hustle that you could prove is a growing business. But there are several downsides to using these cards. First is the annual fees. You really have to be committed to flying Southwest, and they are a US-only airline. And on top of that, if you aren't lucky enough to grab the companion pass as a sign-up bonus, unless you're binge watching all of my e-commerce videos, it's going to be very difficult to spend $135,000 in a single year. So while I think it's an absolute steal while the promotion is going on, I'd have to remove it from the 2 cards that I'd actually recommend for travel, unless you're able to spend a lot of money each year. But for how great the Southwest cards are, they don't really compare to the next 2. Because while that card covers all of my flights, here's how I'm covering all of my hotels and Airbnbs. The Chase Sapphire Preferred is probably one of the most recommended cards out there. Like, even if you don't have a credit card, you probably still know about this one. But if you haven't heard about it, here's why it's so good for travel. Besides the generous sign-up bonus that's valued at about $750, the ultimate rewards points are by far my favorite. Now, the Sapphire Preferred gets compared to the Amex Gold pretty often, but the difference here is that the redemption partners that you have on the American Express side are just way more expensive. So let's say that you have $750 worth of points with either card. If you want to redeem them with American Express, all of their redemption partners are considered luxury or premium. So you're going to spend a lot more points and end up draining your points a lot faster through their redemption partners. In my experience, the ultimate rewards points go a lot further because a lot of their partners aren't considered as prestigious, which if you're looking at credit card hacking to book your hotel, you're likely not looking for the most luxurious hotel or resort anyway. At least least that's how I am with my approach. And so I usually end up redeeming my points through Airbnb because I'll still get the extra 25% boost, meaning those 60,000 points turn into $750 instead of just $600. That's why I try to always redeem my Chase points towards travel because I get that extra 25% boost. But you can also earn 3 times the points by using your Chase card in specific categories. I always use this credit card for grocery shopping, streaming services, and my fast food obsession, so I earn points really quickly because when I spend money in those categories, I get 3 points per $1 that I spend. And on top of the protection that having a Chase card gives you, the $50 hotel credit's a really nice perk to have, and it literally pays for half of your credit card fee. But if you want to waive the annual fee completely and get an even larger sign-on bonus, then you really need to go into a Chase branch. But when I went into a physical Chase branch, instead of just applying online, the banker gave me a 100,000 point bonus and waived the first year credit card fee. So that's one way you might avoid paying the credit card fee, at least in the first year. I think that the perfect combination of credit cards at the moment is the Chase Sapphire Preferred with the PayPal Cashback MasterCard. And this card is my absolute favorite. With no annual fee, unlimited 2% cash back, and unlimited 3% cash back anytime you check out with PayPal, this card is an absolute steal. I have yet to find a better card in general. To put perspective on this, I'm going to use the same $60,000 mark, since that's the amount of free points that Chase gives us when we sign up. If you spent $60,000 on the PayPal card at 2% cash back, you'd make $1,200 in pure cash back that you can use on anything, not just travel. The only way you get a better deal on the Chase side is if you're always using the multipliers and redeeming it towards travel. Now, since e-commerce is how I make the majority of my money, if I spend $400,000 to $500,000 in a year, I might get $12,000 to $15,000 in cash back that I can use for whatever I want. But the thing is, you don't even have to spend that much to get very similar benefits. I now use my Chase card on these 3 categories, and then my PayPal card for everything else. Using a cash back credit card like this PayPal one also allows you to redeem the cash back towards any airline or hotel that you want. So you're not stuck to Southwest, and you could even fly to Europe if you wanted to. So for me, I'm always earning 3 times the points with my Chase card, and then redeeming them with 25% more value towards travel. And for all of my other purchases, I get a flat 2% back. That's like having a 2% coupon on anything you buy. If you also picked up a Southwest card with the Companion Pass, when they're running one of their promotions, you're basically as close to free travel as you can get with credit cards. Now, there's a lot more tricks you could use, like still buying airline tickets with the cash back you earn, and still using the Companion Pass, meaning you're effectively getting an extra 5% back on your money. Or you could use your PayPal cash back inside the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal to earn an additional 5 times points on the cash back that you've already earned. But that's a little bit more advanced, so maybe I'll save that for another video. Comment down below if you want to see that one. But I think it's so important to remember that no matter what credit cards you're using, you should always spend responsibly and never spend more money than you have in your checking account. And having a lot of cards makes it really difficult to build up points and cash back to then go redeem for travel. So in my opinion, the less amount of cards the better when it comes to saving up points for travel. You also don't have to spend tens of thousands of dollars a year to get a free trip. You just have to consistently save up the points and cash back to make it happen. That's why I just love the idea of paying as little as possible for a great credit card like the Chase Sapphire Preferred. And when you're not busy spending in a category that has a multiplier on it, you can use your cashback PayPal MasterCard to earn 2 to 3% on all your other purchases. These 2 cards really complement each other better than any other cards I've seen. And if you're going to apply, try going into the branch to see if the banker can give you a better deal, like some more sign-on points or waive the annual fee. Obviously, e-commerce generates me a crazy amount of points that I can redeem towards travel, but don't let that discourage you. It's absolutely possible to save up enough points and cash back to redeem them towards trips for yourself. But if you are interested in anything e-commerce or business related, be sure to hit the subscribe button and go check out some of my playlists for those type of videos.